guys, today I am very excited to be unboxing and using my new tumbler. So this is a tumbler that I bought on eBay, but it's readily available on AliExpress as well. It's about $50 plus $100 shipping. I bought it on eBay for $73.87. That's Aussie dollars and with free shipping. So I'm just going to show you unboxing it. So I'm in Australia and it came pretty quickly. It was here, I think I ordered it on the 16th and it was delivered on the 21st of July, so pretty quick. But that's why I ultimately decided to go with eBay instead of AliExpress, just because it might take longer. Just getting into the box here, we've got instructions. So those are in English, looks like Chinese on the other side. And then I can see a tumbler in there with a barrel. It's packed in both sides with polystyrene, so it's in there pretty securely actually, so that's good. So I'll just pull this out and try and keep it on screen. Alright, so packed on both sides with the polystyrene. There's our cable. So that's packaged actually really well. I'm happy with that. Not going to have any damage inside. So there's our barrel, which is the acrylic barrel wrapped in plastic. These are a hexagon shaped barrel inside, so it just helps things tumble better than a round one. So I can see inside there's some spares, looks like. Okay, so this is the buckle mechanism that they talk about with the lid. Cool, so I can see some steel shot in there as well as it looks like a spare seal maybe. Okay, so now I get the machine out, it's wrapped in plastic as well. So there's the gauges and knobs and switch on the front. So you've got your time controller gauge on the left, so your timer, and then on the right you've got your speeds. And then the switch in the middle for either one-way rotation or both ways rotation. It has a 3-pronged plug, which is perfect for me here in Australia. And underneath you've got your rubber feet and a vent as well. So this acrylic barrel just sits on the top like that and spins on the rollers. So this is the buckle locking mechanism for the lid. So it's got a metal stick there, and then your latch, and that just locks the lid in place. That's the lid there with a seal, and there's a spare seal. And then we've got our steel shot. I weighed mine just out of curiosity. It says there's 450 grams. Unfortunately there's not. It was only 412 grams, so that's a bit of a downside, but anyway. So your latch just goes through that little pole there where the pole goes into both sides, and then it just springs down, so it holds it nice and tight. Very simple design, very easy to use. So I'm just going to set up my machine now ready to go. Power cables, and make sure I'm doing it right as per the instructions. So I thought I would just chuck some of my other jewellery in here. These are all just seconds and things that are stamped, and some coins. So just showing you some befores. These are stainless. Those are just normal Australian coins. These ones are nickel, silver or aluminium, and there's a copper and brass. So instructions say to fill the barrel 2/5 with water and put your 450 grams of steel balls in there with 10 grams of polishing solution. So I'm just using a couple of drops of dishwashing solution. I've seen other people do it, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going to pop all my jewellery bits in there. Then popping the lid on, slide your steel bar across with the little locking mechanism, and then you can push that down tight. So I'll just check it's not leaking. Actually it is leaking just a little bit, so I might just readjust that lid. So we're good to go now, it's not leaking. So I'm just going to place the barrel onto the little rollers. Now we can figure out what the switches and gauges do. Alright, this was just a little bit exciting for me. So you can see on the side there it's spinning and it's really not leaking any water. So you can see my jewellery pieces in there are spinning around quite nicely. So we've got these gauges here. This left one here is your timer. So if you put it up to this area here, it's actually got no time. So you can have it on indefinitely. This switch here is, if it's on the left, it goes both ways. So it's reversing and going forwards. So you'll see here, the tumbler should stop in a minute. There we go. And then it will go back the other way. So if you don't want it spinning both directions, you can flick this little switch in the middle just to the right, and then it will only go the one direction. And then this one here is pause, and it's got numbers 1 to 5 with a pause in between. You can just go up to the speed that you want. It's pretty user friendly actually. It's got good instructions, and these gauges are pretty self-explanatory, so it's easy to use, it's good. And then with your timer there, so there's your off switch as well. So that would be on for 10 minutes there, on both directions and on speed level 2. So it is kind of noisy. I was a little shocked at how noisy it actually is, but it is a tumbler after all, so I guess it's not going to be super quiet. It would probably be better set in the garage or a spare room somewhere away from your living areas if you can. So I just set the tumbler now for 60 minutes on speed level 2, just to see how my pieces look after 60 minutes going. My son decided to put a box over the tumbler about halfway through too, so that sort of quietened it down. So now I've just tipped my steel balls and jewellery pieces out of the tumbler. So I've got it in a sieve so that I can get all the water out. And just looking at these, oh my goodness, they look so good. Wow, the coins are clean. The stainless actually looks amazing. Some of them look like they could have done with a little bit longer, the brass and copper maybe. Oh, the copper looks good actually. That's the stainless there, and it's like a mirror. That's really impressive. Okay, so I'll just get rid of that barrel and the shot there. So it's a little bit hard with lighting to take pictures of stamped pieces. I'll put some before and after photos up so that you can see. Oh my goodness, that's the nickel silver there, and that is so clean. Wow, awesome. So I'm really happy with that. That's another piece of stainless. So I'm definitely going to get some different types of shot. I want to tumble some crystals and stuff like that, so I'll be getting some probably poles in the UFO shaped shot, and definitely stainless so it doesn't rust. So here's the befores on the left and the afters on the right, if you can see. So overall, I am actually really happy with this tumbler for the price. I think it's excellent value. 73 Aussie dollars. I think it's just really cool, really good value for a smaller jewelry maker like myself. So I hope this review was helpful.